When did it become a job for you? When do you actually turn pro?
So you're on TV at this stage. You're just getting bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Or
I never got a good deal. I'll be honest. So so that first year on the Club Bruce Rock Wild team, they gave me a downhill bike and a slalom bike, but I had to give them back at the end of the year.
Right.
Got my race kit, an helmet. No, I didn't even get an helmet. I borrowed my mate's helmet that year.
It's so funny, man. Like me, like as a kid, following it all hard, like really loving it. You just think everyone's fucking balling.
Well, a lot of people were.
Right.
Oh, really?
Who was
there you
then?
go.
Petey's balling at that point.
Petey was on crazy money.
GT.
Yeah, GT USA. Warner was on good money. Rich Warner got paid off Giant UK. Matt Farmer was on good money off Rally. The Animal Orange boys were all on good money. Will Longdon was on good money.
Yeah.
I guess I came into it a bit late, and I don't know, but and then so my deal that year, it was only a small team. We got £1,000. There was £1,000 across the team budget for photo bonus. It was called back then because there was no social media. But if you got a picture in a mag, if it was like half a page, it might have been £100, quarter page £50, double page 250, front cover 200 or whatever. And then I was going to get £1,000 expenses for the year to go to the European World Cups, and
would £1,000 have stretched that far? No.
But that was all there was.
I'm just trying to think. I'm like, oh yeah.
I mean, we did it on the cheap, like. But,
right.
So anyway, I did the first national, got second, and then because I come second and I was on telly and stuff, and maybe I was new to it, I literally was in every magazine, and so the whole £1,000 budget was gone in the first race.
What, your photo bonus?
Yeah, I got
you only got a maximum of 1,000
for the year,
right?
But that was across the whole team,
right? So you just limited.
I just won it all.
Yeah. And then that's it.
That was it.
It was all gone.
They sort of remove the motivation a little bit, don't they?
Mate, I was so into it then. I just wanted to go to a World Cup because I used to watch them at my mate's house on Eurosport and stuff. Yeah. And so Rich Warner, who I was friends with, and Tom Edwards, a guy called Chris Spencer who rode for Scott. They'd all been doing it a few years, and they'd all been to World Cups, and they all said, right, we're going to go to Nevigal. So Rich had an old van, and I don't know how much you know Rich, but he's so flipping, like, don't even know how to explain him, but like he had this old van that his dad let him use or whatever, but he wouldn't drive over 50 mile an hour because he said it would break it because it was old. So we drove to Nevigal at 50 mile an hour. There was 4 of us in it.
With maps as well.
We had a map. We had one tape, Rich's tape, Madonna, for the whole way, on repeat. And anyway, it took us about flipping 3 days to get there. I kipped under a park bench on the way, one of them French services. I couldn't handle the van, so I just got my kipping bag out and went under a park bench. Woke up with all dew on me and stuff. Anyway, we finally got to Nevigal, and we rocked up in this little van, and there was all these trucks set up, and like I was like, no way, look at this. And then I knew Petey and I knew Rob a bit, and we got there, and then Palmer was there, and I was like, no way. And Tomac and Basta Beaver and all these dudes, and then I was like, wow. And then like Scott Beaumont was always super pro, and he'd been going for a few years, and him and his dad were like, don't worry, you won't qualify. No one qualifies at first. We've been doing this for ages. And
you said that, don't worry, you won't qualify anyway.
I'm thinking, anyway, I didn't worry about that. And then we went up on the chairlift for practice, and mate, I'd never ever rode anything like it in my life. It was insane. I don't think I stopped once to look at one bit of the track. I just did laps.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible, the track. Like, it started out all wide, it was fast, it was like motocross, wide open, then it went into this rock garden in the middle, then it went into the woods, and then there was a few natural jumps and stuff. It's just incredible.
So you instantly loved it?
Mate, unreal.
Yeah.
Loved it. Like, I didn't want to go back to the UK. Like, I just wanted to do this. And I had no expectations whatsoever, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, all the other lads knew a bit, so they were like, right, we've got to go up at this time. Me and Tom Edwards were next to each other. Maybe it was because we signed on or something together. Tom was off first, and then I was off behind him. But there was like hundreds of people trying to qualify to top 80.
Yeah.
There's probably like 300 people or whatever. And then all the big name dudes, I can't remember if they were off before us or after us back then. I can't remember. I didn't care, just flipping was buzzing. And anyway, I remember setting off on my run, flipping bombing along. Next minute, I'm like, I could see Tom, and I was like, Tom, and I was like, I didn't want to like put him off, but I was like, Tom. I think he must have had a nightmare at the top or something. Do you know what I mean? And there was one fast straight that went from the top bit into the rock garden, and I was thinking, I've got to get past him before I get to the rock garden. And luckily let me up past. He looked like proper pissed off. He must have crashed or something. So I got past Tom, and then I did the rest of the track. And then at the end, you like jumped off a bank into the finish arena. And as I landed, my cranks just flew off my bike. Because like you had them, you know, them bottom
square taper.
Yeah. And choing. So I was like flipping like this, flipping and seeing if anyone had seen me. And then I went off to like try and, my teammate Aidan Bishop, he was a bit better on the tools than me. And I was like, dude, my cranks have fell off, and have we got any spares? Because he was like kind of he was supposed to be the number one rider on the team, you know, he was in elite.
Yeah.
And he was like sort of in charge of it a little bit.
Okay.
And so he was trying to help me fix my bike. I think we only got a bottom bracket that was longer or something than the one that had snapped. So he managed to get it on, and my flipping chain device wasn't lined up or anything. And then Steve Gill went off to check the results, because the race was, qualies were in the morning, and the race was in the afternoon. And he come back and he's like, oh mate, he's like, I've flipping come 24th or something, I've flipping qualified. And we were like buzzing. And Rich Warner had qualified like 40 something, and he was like, sorry man, you've not qualified. And I was like, oh, I was a bit devo, but I was just like, right, well, carry on trying to fix my bike, get it ready for riding again. So I'm chilling out. It was pissing rain, and next minute Rich comes, Pager, you've got to go up. I was like, I thought I hadn't qualified. Yeah, he didn't look on the first page. So like he hadn't looked on the first sheet. And I'd qualified 17th.
No way.
Yeah.
First World Cup.
And I was like, what? So Rich is getting me panicking. I didn't even grab my coat. I'm on the chairlift with Rich. Didn't think about, if I'm 17th, I'm off miles later than you lot. Got up there to the top. I literally had an hour and a half. Pissing rain. Everyone had turbo trainers and mechanics and umbrellas, and I was just like this. Anyway, eventually got to the start gate, and there was like two super famous dudes, one before me, one behind me, that I was like all in awe of, you know, like thinking. Anyway, I just thought, oh, sod this, I'm flipping having it. I'm having it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just set off so fast. I was going way too fast. And then there was one bit, he did all these fast turns, it was going mint, and then he turned left and went down this chute that was just like ruts and mud and into a right-hander. I don't know what I was thinking. I just tried to not brake, and I had the massivest crash. Like over the bars, flipping, big gloves were in the mud. I ran back up the hill to get my bike, and the ski pole was jammed through me brake and the bike somehow, and I'm trying to get it off. So I took my gloves off, launched them, got my bike off, put my hands on the grips, thought, oh God. And then I thought, I ain't got any spare gloves. So I went back, got my gloves, tucked them in me race kicks. Like, this is a World Cup finals run.
You've only got one pair of gloves.
Yeah. And then I was so angry, and I flipping bombed it to the bottom, and I was like so pissed off. And a funny thing is, the other year I had an injury, and I was looking on that Roots and Rain thing, and it's got all your results.
Yeah.
And I looked on that, and I was, do you know what? I'm going to look at that race, that first World Cup, and the second part of the split, the second fastest person in the race.
No way.
Yeah, never been that fast in my life. I love that track that much, and I was so pissed off I crashed. Yeah, I got the second fastest split, like.
Shit.
Anyway.
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
I shone like a focused spring deal.
Oh,
yeah, that's
beautiful
good.
transition.
Right, I've got a question for you, David, to kick this final advert off.
Yeah.
What would you do with up to 400 euros if you got it back when buying a bike?
Ooh, I could stay in the bike shop and spend my 400 euros on accessories.
Good point. Support your local bike shop. Great point.
I could take the 400 euros and go to another shop close by, maybe buy 400 euros of pasta, maybe go to the Euro store, get 400 euros and just... That's Christmas done for eternity. Just keep handing them out every year.
Lottery tickets.
Yeah, beans.
Tyres.
Chamois
cream.
A new pet.
A new pet. Perhaps a water dragon or an iguana. Lovely idea. Well, Focus are actually making that question a reality.
Nice.
Because with the Focus Spring deals, you can grab up to 400 euros back when buying a new bike. If you want to find out more, check out the terms and conditions and all of the details in the link. We're going to put that below, and I'm also going to read it out.
Please.
Okay, you ready for me to read it out?
Yes, I'm.
This is old school, innit? Reading out links.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Please do it.
I'm doing it.
I want the deal.
Ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC.
Ooh, nice. So that is ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC, and let us know in the comments what you would do with 400 euros. Best answer wins a signed ODub hat.
Oh, I like it. Good.
All right.
I've got hats. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm good for that.
Okay.
Hey, can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, lovely.
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So they can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.